Hey everybody, this is Johnny A. Welcome to Studio Sessions. As promised, we're going to dip into some fan mail and answer some questions. What do you do when you practice? And I don't practice like I used to in the old days where I'd sit around with the guitar and try to play all these chords and all that stuff. Basically, when I pick up a guitar now, it's usually just to create or write or work on tone or work on phrasing. And I don't really have any kind of formal regiment that I do. I usually pick up the guitar and play every day, but I wouldn't call it a practice routine. String gauge. I'm guessing 10s because of those bends. Have you been using that hybrid picking technique all along, or was that part of the invention of this new style? My string gauges differ from guitar to guitar. If I'm playing a Gibson Les Paul, they're usually 11s. If I'm playing my ES-295, it's usually flat wound strings with 12s. The signature model guitar, my Johnny A guitar, are 10s. I never, when I first started playing the guitar, I always seemed to naturally play with a pick and two fingers. It was just the way I learned how to play. I never was a guy that kind of played like this, even when I played my Chuck Berry type of riffs. It's not usually like in a strumming way, it's usually with a pick and two fingers. So hybrid picking, it was not to start this kind of new style that I tried to reinvent myself doing, but it was just the way that I naturally always played. I would be interested to know how Johnny first started playing music. What was it as a child? Any formal training? It was as a child. 6 years old, I started playing the drums. Played for about 11 years or so. I did take drum lessons and switched over to guitar at about 11 years old. And there was no formal training there. I just kind of picked up and just played and practiced and practiced and practiced, listened to a lot of music and tried to get influenced by as many things as I could get influenced by. I must admit I did go to Berklee College of Music for a very, very brief time for arranging and composition and ear training. And that was maybe only for about a half a semester or so. Berklee's a fabulous school, but at the time it was very, very strict, traditional jazz, which is kind of not where I was at. But for me, no formal training. I'm curious as to whether you considered putting both Humbucker and a P90 on one guitar, or if that would even be practical. Well, it would be practical. But it's not what I prefer. I go with humbucking pickups because I don't like the noise of a P90. I love the tone of a P90, but one of the things that I just don't like is the hum and the buzz that comes from a single coil pickup. So for me, it would not be practical, and that's why I use the two humbuckers on the guitar. When the next album is coming out. We have just finished pre-production on about 15 songs and started tracking the keeper tracks this past week. It will probably be released early in 2013, and I would keep tuned at johnnyaa.com or go to the Facebook page. It's a Johnny A Official, and we're sending out newsletters and stuff like that. So if you want to sign up to the A list, you can do that. But all that info is at johnnyaa.com, or you can find me on Facebook. Keep sending in those questions and we'll get to them. Thanks.